sports coverage of the NFL. We're just getting started in the first quarter.
Here we go.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
11. Right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Go.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
First down and 10 yards to go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. On the option right is Fields. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
3rd and 12.
Right.
Out of the gun, Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, Love to pass. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd down and 8.
14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darnell Washington. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to take the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. When you look at this defense, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Drake Jackson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now Fields. Complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here we go.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Opposite, green. Quick, yellow. Smith, red. Yellow, one.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Love now to pass on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 yards to go, second down. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now Love. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Love. Touchdown, Giants. Dawson Knox, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Go.
Fields now to throw. Washington's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll be brought down 27-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders. It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
EQ! Right.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Quick throw complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days,
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
To throw is Fields.
His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now it's Fields.
Shreds it with his stiff arm. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, Scott.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Armadillos are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Armadillos 38, Giants 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
And the tight end goes in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In motion is Washington.
Right back to him on first down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Fields.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Fields on first down.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And quickly they get to the line.
On first down, Fields completes this out toward the sideline to Barkley.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now 2nd and 9.
A handoff as they run the counter play. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Out of his end zone, Love.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Love. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Giants' 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Let's go.
On play action. Love to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, line, slow check.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Ready.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Set, go. Set.
On 3rd down, Love. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Brian Daboll reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Fields going to keep it running right. A pitch back. Breaks through the contact. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Armadillos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 1st down, going to the air with Love. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To throw now. Here's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Armadillos start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now out come the Giants. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Drake Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Giants 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And now off to the races down the right side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off season working on hill work.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Straight ahead, Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Again, a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air again. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. Here comes Johnson on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. New York's offense back out there and set to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. Now the ball comes loose, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go, side. Side.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Let's go, man.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Good. All right.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
They'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. And to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
69, Giants 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Love.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready, set.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, pink, opposite, green.
Love looking to throw it.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40. A solid stiff arm.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game, well decided a long time ago.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen,
they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Come on, set. Ready?
First down, Love to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This it's over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting.
Ready?
That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. Cut.
Working out of the gun. Love. Finds Johnston. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Love now. He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Albuquerque, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat.